Hey guys, welcome back to Down the Stretch. Tips for Saturday, the 14th of June, 2025. And let's see if we have some luck like we had on Sunday. All right, let's get right into it. The first race, 5-year-olds and up, optional claiming for 200,000. And native bred 6-year-olds and up, knowledge of 2. Field of 10, they go 5 furlongs round. Won this race down to 4. They're going to be the 3, He's a Lion. The 6, Favorite is the 7, Mr. Lyndhurst. And the 8, Last Hurrah. Okay, He's a Lion. Dick Cardenas here for Owen Sharp. Broke his maiden on last in a 200,000 optional claimer. So basically this same class. He's a Lion finally got it done at the age of 6, beating Monaco and Will the Conqueror, who's present today. That was over 5 furlongs straight. Now, going 5 furlongs around the bend. I don't think it's going to be a problem for He's a Lion. Has run some good races around the bend. Back in September, the 8th of September, 5.5 furlongs, was second by a nose to Nina Dorado. Had excuse me goodbye 10 lengths behind in that event. Is active at the exercise still, so I think sound, and with the presence of Dick Cardenas still in the saddle, giving He's a Lion another shot of running a very good race once again. The 6, Favorite is Philip Parchment here for Lincoln Lungs. Represents somewhat of a class horse of the event, a back class horse, but has issues, because sometimes he'll run up and he'll run down. Last good race I would say would be the 27th of April in a $350,000 claiming 4 furlongs straight, when finishing 5th by 4 lengths to Silver Fox, and then came back after that over the 5 straight on the 23rd of May at this level to be beaten 6 by 19 lengths when the 6-5 favorite. But with the presence of Philip Parchment taking the ride on this, I'm going to guess that I think Favorite is sound, and once he is sound, definitely Favorite is going to have a say in the finish. The 7, Mr. Lyndhurst. This is the horse I like in the race now. Mr. Lyndhurst, to me, represents the speed horse of the race, the real speed of the race. Last time out was the 23rd of March. For 5.5 furlongs, was beaten 64 lengths 7th by Sir Ganga Jamuna. Freshened up for this, is seen at the exercise cantering. They've called for apprentice Ricardo Cart to claim 4 kilos off 122 pounds, coming from the dangerous stable of Lawrence Fremantle. And once the right Mr. Lyndhurst turns up, especially getting the apprentice claim off his back, I think that's the horse they're going to all have to catch. And the 8, Last Hurrah. Okay, Last Hurrah is also one that just broke his maiden in a 5-year-old maiden condition race on the 17th of May, going 5 furlongs straight, easily by 3 lengths over Body Move. Before that was 8th by 18 lengths to The Hot Dancer, and then before that at 6 furlongs on the 23rd of February was 3rd by 2.5 lengths to Double the Cash. So, consistent, you can say, if you look at his farm, very consistent. Getting 4 kilos claim with Everett Clunis off a top weight of 126 pounds for Byron Davis. So I'm going to give this Last Hurrah another shot in the outcome. So those are the 4 that I like, and I said I'm leaning towards Mr. Lyndhurst if he could get to that lead and probably try to steal it. The second race, 3-year-old maiden special weight, 7 starters, 5 furlongs round. This race could be a very dangerous race. You have a lot of unknown horses in this event, but I'm going to boil it down to 4. They're going to be the 1, Goose Pimples, the 2, Sophie Says So, the 3, Miss Marbella, and the 5, Ralph's Treasure. Okay, Goose Pimples. Romaine Gordon claiming 4 kilos here for the very astute Robert Pearson. Decently bred horse out of 1,000 words by Hal's Mischief, out of the top sire in the world, Into Mischief. So very well bred filly here. At the workouts looking decent. Last work coming to this was a 49.3 out the gate, so that's pretty good. And before that out the gate was a 51.4, so improved off her 4 furlong out the gate. And we have one here at the 14th of May, 4 furlong straight out the gate, 49.2 by 104 flat. So very good works by this Goose Pimples coming to this race, getting 4 kilos claim and should run accordingly. The 2, Sophie Says So, Ian Spencer for Spencer Chung. Another one working very well at exercise. Last work out the gate was 46.3 out the 4 furlong straight. pulled up in 1 minute and 2/5 for 5 furlongs. So that's brilliant. Before that, out the gate was 47.4 by 1 minute and 2. And before that, at 3 furlongs in 34. So definitely looking to be a speed ball. This Sophie Says So, out of Breaking Lucky by Marsan Trappist by Philanthropist. So not sure that bloodline. I'm going to have to look it up, but looks to be a very useful grey filly. Looks to be very speedy. So have to give her a shot in this. It looks like, off our exercise reports, looks like the horse they're going to have to beat. The 3, Miss Marbella, Dick Cardenas here for Peter John Passad, was scratched when intended debut on the 5th of April. Was heavily backed, was the second favourite in that event, but was very fractious in the paddock and was scratched. Still looking decent at exercise. Last work coming to this was the 10th of June, finished working 5 furlongs in 1 minute and 3, breezing. So interesting to see if this Miss Marbella will settle down and put in a good run. And the 5, Ralph's Treasure. Shane is here for Gary Subrati, another well-bred horse out of Honest Mischief, who's out of Into Mischief by Beliza, by Tisnow. So very well-bred. Has 3 starts to date. On debut was 3rd by 7.5 lengths to Rico and Bowmore. Next start was 6.5 furlongs when finishing 5th by 10 lengths to Nephew. And H2 an Incredible Joe. And last start out was the 19th of April at 5 furlongs straight. Prominent, which is not her style. He tends to want to run on, but in this race he was chasing the speed of Incredible Joe, which he paid the price in the stretch, fading to finish 5th by 16 lengths. Now getting a much tamer feel, in my opinion. Has been training in the ring and has been trotting a lot, but I think he's still very fit. And with no Incredible Joe or Nephew around, I think we're going to get a much better run now from this Ralph Treasure, with very competent, the big jock, Shane Ellis, in the saddle for Gary Subrati. So I don't know, any one of these 4 maybe can win. If it was off a workout, I was going by probably Sophie Says So. But experience-wise, I think this Ralph's Treasure looks very dangerous. Miss Barbella was highly touted last time, and I like how the breeding of the school's pimple. So any one of those 4. The 3rd race, native bred 3-year-old maiden, 8 starters. They go 6 furlongs. And I'm boiling this race down to 3 horses. They're going to be the 1, Miss Brayton, the 2, Good Conscience, and the 3, Alive. Okay, Miss Brayton, Philip Parchment here for Ricardo Brown. 3 starts to date. On debut, 6th of April was 3rd by 3 3/4 lengths to Pretty Perfect. On the 21st of April, 5.5 furlongs was 3rd by 2 3/4 lengths to Riley J. And last time out, the 4th of May, 6 furlongs was 5th by 9 lengths to Queen Latifah. They have now changed equipment. They have taken off the tongue tie and have put on the figure 8. So maybe she's having some breathing problems, but busy at the exercise and expecting a better run than the last time from this Miss Brayton. The 2, Good Conscience. Richie Shakes claiming 3 kilos here for Fitzroy Gillespie. 3 starts to date. On debut at 5 furlongs run was 8th by 9 lengths in that same race with Pretty Perfect. Next time out, 6 furlongs. Nothing to show there. 11th by 28 lengths to Boss Man at 6 furlongs. Reared badly at the start, so I'm willing to throw that race out. And the last start, the 24th of May at 5 furlongs round. Prominent for most of the race before being outkicked in the stretch by the vastly improved Margarita, finishing 3rd by 9 1/4 lengths. They've taken off the blinkers now, put on the tongue tie and the visors. And with that 3 kilo claim from Richie Shakes, busy at exercise. This nice looking colt is a very burly looking colt, nice far striding horse. I think I like this Good Conscience, to be honest. I think if I was going to wager in this race, I think I would take a chance on Good Conscience. And the horse they have to beat will be the 3, Alive. Ray and Lewis here for Jason DaCosta. 3 starts to date. On debut, the 5th of April, 5 furlong straight, was 3rd by 4 3/4 lengths to I'm Outstanding. Next start out at the 27th of April, 4 furlong straight, was 2nd by a length and 3/4 to Bangarang. Last time out, the 31st of May, going 6.5 furlongs, was 2nd again by a length and 1/4 to Nuclear Jet. So very useful colt. Getting Zach together. Still at the exercise cantering, and looks like the horse they're going to have to beat. So those are the 3 I boil it down to. And as I said, if I was going to wager in the race, I like the looks of this Good Conscience. So Probably bet the Quinoa, Good Conscience, and Alive. The fourth race, nature bred 5-year-olds and up, maiden. A field of 7, they go 6 furlongs. Boiling this race down to 4. They're going to be 1, She Who Has No Name. The 3, Blinking Light. The 4, Shine For Me. And the 5, Body Move. Okay, She Who Has No Name. Anthony Allen claiming 3 kilos here from Michael Marlowe. Last time out, 5 furlongs straight, was 4th by 8.5 lengths to Last Hurrah. Before that, on the 26th of April, the jockey fell at the start. Active at the exercise, so that's a good sign. And getting that 3 kilo claim off of the 117 pounds. Has shown speed in some of her races. Going to give this She Who Has a Name a shot at running a decent race. The 3, Blinding Light. Rotajmere Weir claiming 4 kilos here for Gary Griffiths. Very consistent in the last 3 starts. On the 6th of April, 4 furlongs straight, was 3rd by 13 lengths to The Hot Dancer, who won by 8.25 lengths that day. After that, on the 17th of May, 5 furlongs straight, was 3rd by 3.5 lengths to Last Hurrah and Body Move, who's present. And the 23rd of May, 5 furlongs straight, was 2nd by a half a length to Golden Emperor. So, very fit right now, getting that 4 kilo claim off of 126 pounds and is active at the exercise. So, I'm assuming is sound. I think Blinding Light should definitely have a shot at fighting it out. The 4, that is Shine For Me, Joy Haynes, claiming 4 kilos for Paul Swaby. 2 starts date on the 22nd of June 2024 last year. Made debut, was at 5 furlongs round, was 5th by 11 lengths to Manny Slam. Made his seasonal debut, the 26th of April. So 10 months after his debut. This was at 6 furlongs and finished 2nd by 11 lengths to The Real Identity. So that's not a bad run coming off for such a long break. And The Real Identity is a very useful horse at that level because he was very out of class. He ran on and ran right past them. So after that, the strength of that performance, although just being ponied and trotted at the exercise track, gets that 4 kilo claim for Joy Haynes. Joy Haynes looking for her 2nd win of her career. And I'm going to give this Shine For Me a shot of running a good race in such a weak field. And the 6, Body Move. Body Move has 3 starts to date, but only showed up on last on the 17th of May, going 5 furlongs straight when finishing 2nd to Last Hurrah, having Blinding Light half a length behind in that race. So Demar Williams claiming 3 kilos here off 126 pounds here for Joseph Thomas, as I said, is active at the exercise. And once a horse is active at this level, you're going to have to give them another shot. So those are the 4 I think it boils down to. I wouldn't stick my neck out though and make a wager on any of these, to be honest. If I was going to squeeze a horse into my exotics, I'd probably squeeze Planner, which is claiming 3 kilos for Michael Marlowe. Only 1 start to date the 17th of May when finishing 6 by 11 lengths in that same race with Last Hurrah, but is active at the exercise, working, doing some gallops. Had a work with Big Argument back on the 1st of June. So if I was going to squeeze a horse into the exotics, I think it would be Planner. But this kind of race, if I find 2 bankers on the program and I'm buying a pick 6, I probably use all, because this is just one of those races that completely unpredictable. It's a 5-year-old maiden race, so I wouldn't take a chance with just 1 or 2. I think I'd probably go with all in this race because anyone has a shot. The 5th race, native bred 4-year-olds and up, non-owners of 3, and imported 4-year-olds and up, non-owners of 2. A field of 13, they go 5 furlongs round, boiling this down to 4. They're going to be the 2, First Offense, the 5, Blood Moon, the 6, Firecracker, and the 9, Bold Move. Okay, the 2, First Offense. Demar Williams claiming 3 kilos here for Stephen Todd. Okay, the last time out on the online form is not showing the correct race for the last time out, the 23rd of May. It's showing a wrong race, so I'm not going to look on that. But before that, on 10th of May, 5.5 furlongs, was 3rd by 2 lengths to Queen of Skull and Jay Spieth after coming out of the gates really slow and finishing strong in the finish. On the strength of that performance, and Demar Williams claiming that 3 kilos here, busy at exercise, I'm giving First Offense outside a shot in this event. The 5, Blood Moon, Amelia McLean, claiming 4 kilos here for Gary Sobrati. Last time out, fourth by 14 lengths to Main Mistress and Justin Big Time. Before that was Prominent and then faded to finish 8 by 14 lengths to Blue Sensation and Oil Machine. I think this horse is finally catching the pace of this class, and knowing Gary Sobrati, you give him a few runs. He gives his horses a few runs before he really figures them out at the level. The last time this horse won was the 23rd of February, going 6 furlongs, winning by a neck over Chief Dissident, who finally came good and is now up in class here. So that was way back in February. So I'm pretty sure this Blood Moon, well-bred Blood Moon, has probably got the pace of this class now, and claiming this 4 kilos, I'm giving this Blood Moon as a good shot to fight this out. The 6 Firecracker, Tyrese Anderson, claiming 4 kilos here for Philip Vianney. So coming in fairly light. Last time out was 8th by 5 lengths to Queen of Soul and Jay Spieth. That race, he was setting the pace, and that's unusual. Firecracker tends to start the pace, was setting the pace in that race with Delroy Bihari. Now with Tyrese Anderson claiming that 4 kilos off, and his fitness is exposed after that last run. Still active at the exercise. I think this Firecracker should also fight this race out. And the 9, the other Gary Sobrati entrant, Bold Move, Ryan Lewis riding here. Last time out was 10th by 6 1/4 lengths on the 29th of March. Was supposed to run on the 12th of April, but was scratched lame. Busy at the exercise. In my opinion, possibly the horse that represents the speed if focused for this event, and with the choice of rider, I think this Bold Move is focused for the event. The 8th of March, 5 1/2 furlongs, was 4th by 2 1/2 lengths to Smart Trick. So if the right Bold Move turns up, could prove to be the horse they're going to all have to catch. So I think Gary Sobrati has a strong hand here with this Bold Move and this Blood Moon. So it's a very competitive race, and I think it comes down to one of those 4. The 6th race, 3-year-olds and up, optional claiming, 350,000 to 250,000, and native bred 6-year-olds and up, numbers of 3. A field of 13, they go 4 furlongs straight, and boil this down to 4. They're going to be the 2, JJ the Striker, the 4, Funamita, the 8, Queensland, and the 9, Ahmad Ali. Okay, JJ the Striker, Richie Shakes claiming 3 kilos here for Norman Smith. Last time out, 3rd by 5 lengths to So Beautiful at 500,000 claimer. Before that, at this level, on the 27th of April, 4 furlongs straight, was 3rd by 3/4 lengths to Silver Fox. But judging the run of the last time out, beat by So Beautiful, in my opinion, this JJ Striker possibly looks like the horse they're going to have to beat. The 4, Funamita, you will pin up here for Orlando Chin. Last time out at 500,000 claimer, was 2nd by 5 1/2 lengths to Magical Mood. Before that, the 22nd of February at 500,000 was a winner, beating Rusty. Coming in here, not seen at the exercise, so possibly been swimming, and does have a good shot even from the head of the scales. The 8, the disappointing Queen Zan, Raman Napier, claiming 2 kilos here for Christopher Pierre. Last time out, well back, 5-2. Tried to make all the running before fading to finish 4th by 6 lengths to Little Grovey Thing. Before that, over the 4 furlong straight, Prominent early fading to finish 7th by 8 1/2 lengths to Silver Fox in that same race with JJ the Striker. Looks to be a little more focused for this. Has a hack and a trot from back in May. But with the presence of Napier claiming this 2 kilos off of 115 pounds, and known to be a speed horse, I'm going to give this Queensland another shot at running a good race. And the 9, Ahmad Ali, Amelia McLean, claiming 4 kilos here for Errol Sobrati. So top rated in the event, coming in 126 pounds, but we'll be getting that 4 kilo claim. Nothing to show in his last 2 starts. The 4th of May, 7 furlongs, was 7 by 28 lengths to E&I Lynx. So way out of class animal there. Before that, for 700,000 was 6 by 19 lengths to Sugar Daddy. That was back on the 19th of April. Before that, though, 5-year-olds, None Enough 3, the 6th of April was 5th by 5 3/4 lengths to Aria's Rain. So that's not a bad run comparing to the likes of these horses. Claiming that 4 kilos, They've now put the blinkers back on when he ran his last good race, which was the 5th by 5 3/4 lengths Arias Rain. So the blinkers now on, and I think still active at exercise. If the pace decides to come back, I think this is the horse that will be finishing like a bat from hell, this Ahmad Ali. So I think the race comes down to one of those four. Wouldn't stick my neck out though. I'd probably use those four horses on my exotics or my pick six or whatever. Tough race. The 7th race, native bred 3-year-old, numbers of 2. Small field of 6, they go 6 furlongs, and boil this race down to 3 horses. They're going to be the 1, Margarita, the 4, Danka, and the 6, Kimuchi. Okay, Margarita. Dick Cardenas here for Gary Sobrati. Last time out, the 24th of May, 5 furlongs round, dominated the fractions and powered away for a convincing win with the figure 8 put on. So it seems that Margarita was opening her mouth, and the Gary Sobrati put on that figure 8, and this well-bred daughter of Avina Malcano out of Casual Drink turned up and was an easy winner. I really liked how she looked laying out in that event. You know, wasn't facing much by competition, but the way how she strode out in the final furlong, she really looked like a different horse. I definitely think Margarita will fight this out. The horse they're going all have to beat though is Danka. Wesley Henry here for Richard Azan. Classic aspirant. Just doesn't seem to get a distance of ground though. The last good race from this horse was back in April in the Thornbird Stakes, going 7 furlongs, when at the furlong pole looked like was going to fight it out before Hansa and Social Aviator changed the gear on Danka to beat Danka into 3rd by 2 lengths. So still was a good run, but was coming in fairly light in the Thornbird Stakes. Before that, in the Hotline Stakes at 6 furlongs, was caught near the finish 2nd by a length and a quarter to Social Aviator. So does have pace, but stamina-wise seems to falter. But stepping basically down in class here, Danka looks like the horse that they're all going to have to beat. I did point out from a 2-year-old career till recently that Danka sometimes tends not to change her lead leg, so I don't know if she has some issues there. So that's something to see, to watch. Or maybe that's the real problem here, that she's feeling something, because she did manage to change her lead leg in the I think it was the Thornbird. But the last few races, I don't know if she's been in tight spots. I'm not noticing if she's changing the lead leg. So that's just something to watch. And the 6, Kimuchi. This horse, Emilia McLean, who's on some live rides for Saturday, claiming 4 kilos here for Ryan Darby. So coming in extremely light, this Kimuchi. Last time out was the 23rd of November of last year, when winning by 6 3/4 lengths from Mineola and Platinum Princess. Nothing really there to talk about, but it's how Kimuchi won. Powered away from them to win in a smart 107.4. Before that was 5th by 11 lengths to Hazelnut, and before that, 4.5 furlongs was 4th by 3 3/4 lengths to Mighty Gully, another good horse. So highly thought of this Kimuchi. Something possibly went wrong after the last start, because she has missed the classics. But this well-bred daughter of Conquest Cherry Mash by Hurricane Michelle by Western Classic, coming in extremely light. Not seen anything flashy at the exercise. This is probably just a re-entry run, but if the right Kimuchi turns up, I think she'll have a shot of making her presence felt. But I think the race comes down between a straight fight between Margarita and Danka, and putting in Kimuchi there to round out the trifecta. The 8th race, the co-feature, the Valbert Marlowe Memorial Cup. Native bred 4-year-olds and up, nuns of 4, and imported 4-year-olds and up, nuns of 3. A field of 7, they go 9 furlongs, boil this race down to 3. They're going to be the 2, Midnight Galaxy, the 5, Brenda Boy, and the 7, Captain Sparrow. Okay, Midnight Galaxy, Emilia McLean, once again on another live ride, claiming 4 kilos here for the hot trainer Oral Hayden. As the last time out, I think was a winner. This form is showing me a wrong race, as I said before, the 23rd of May. It's showing that Princess Fiani won, but I know that's wrong. I know Midnight Galaxy won that race from Providence, but it's showing the wrong race here. So I'm going to go back to the 3rd of May, 9 furlongs and 25 yards, when Midnight Galaxy was trying to make all the running, but caught by Kaylin Melody, and finishing 2nd by a length when coming to numbers of 3. Before that, numbers of 2, 6.5 furlongs was an easy winner by 12 lengths, beating Golden Lawyer. So in my opinion, represents the pace horse of the race, and coming in extremely light, possibly lone speed with an easy pace. Midnight Galaxy is definitely the horse I think they're going to have to catch. The 5, Brenda Boy, stretch running colt, who now takes orders from Jason DaCosta. Robert Halliday in the saddle. Last time out was second by a half a length to Immeasurable Joy. Had main mistress 3 lengths behind, so to Captain Sparrow in that mile event. Loves to sit just off the pace and then come with a big run in the stretch. Looks very fit right now. Working at the exercise and with new stable. This Brenda Boy once again will be coming home fast in the stretch. And the horse I like to win the race, though, is Captain Sparrow. Captain Jack Sparrow from Pirates of the Caribbean. Shane Ellis now back in the saddle for Anthony Nunes. Last time out was 6 by 8 lengths to Divine Force, Gurvan and Sistine Treasure after coming out of the gates really slow at overnight allowance and still managed to finish in 154 with O'Neill Scott doing absolutely nothing in the entirety of the race. Before that, though, at a mile, Thordina Clinker left the half mile 14 lengths behind the field and finished fourth by 3.5 lengths to Immeasurable Joy and Brenda Boy. Well, not going to have too many horses to pass in this event. I think 9 furlongs is perfect for this Captain Sparrow. And if the right Captain Sparrow turns up, I don't think this is going to be a race. But that all depends on if they allow this Midnight Galaxy to steal a march on the front end and prove a tough nut to crack. But otherwise, I think Captain Sparrow is the horse they're going to all have to beat. The 9th and final, the Lucci Poo Trophy. 3 years and up overnight allowance, 10 starters, they go 8 furlongs. I've already done my preview of this event, so you can go check it out. It's my previous video. But I boiled it down to 5 horses. They're going to be the 1 Atlantic Convoy, the 2 Blue Vinyl, the 3 Fearless Force, the 5 Rhythm Buzz, and the 10 Further and Beyond. So go check out that video and to get my full preview of these horses. But hope we have some luck on Saturday. Okay, so now I'm going to try to go and do the Sunday race card for Father's Day, June 15th, 2025. It's going to be a hectic weekend for me because June 15th is my birthday. So my birthday falls on Father's Day, so I'm going to be very, very busy. I'm turning the big 5-0, half a century. So it's going to be very busy for me. So I hope we have some luck. So remember to like, share, and subscribe. Always leave a comment. And as always, stay safe.